Okay, Shalom. First off, I want to give praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Um, Shalom, sincere Shalom to the brothers, the men out there in the highways and byways, and that's teaching the flock, that's standing in the spirit, building people up, building Israel up. Shalom to the brothers and sisters out there that's coming back toward the truth, in sincerity. That's getting back into this thing and false sincereness in their heart, trying to get the proper understanding and trying to come back home, man, pretty much. And this is just a little quick video. I kind of wanted to I've been seeing a few things going on, and I just kind of wanted to talk to Israel real quick, talk to the people, because if you got an eye, you can kind of see what's going on, and you can see the enchantments and the different things that the enemy and PTBs is trying to do, the narrative that they're trying to push, the programming that they're trying to put into the minds of the people to add to the division, to add to the discord. It's always their MO. It's always the same. Like one of the brother, I heard a brother say it before, man. Eventually, you ain't gotta talk, man. You just let somebody talk, and they end up exposing themselves, because it does say, eventually he will fall on his own tongue. But that's prophesied. But I kind of want to get into this whole Marion and the anti-Vanessas and just the doctrination that's going out there to the people, to kind of program and put into their minds how to think. Like it's the same thing, regurgitated. Although we know there's no enchantment against the elect, there's no enchantment against Jacob. There's a lot of people out there that takes this stuff and eats it up. And I'm just making this video as a quick reminder, just to kind of put people back on point. Because when I seen it, I'm just like, oh boy, here we go, But anyway, let's get into this right here. This news app or whatever that mysteriously popped up on my phone. I don't know where it came from, but this app or this news source or wherever this news comes from is obviously controlled, like most news. It's obviously under the control. It's controlled opposition. It works the same as the programming through the television. It's there to it kind of put certain words in articles and does certain things and little tricks and little snaky conniving things to subconsciously stick in the mind of the people, and to put certain enchantments on you, to pump fear into you, to kind of get you off your square. And if we know the history of E, we know that's how he moves. That he's been doing that for centuries. The fact that people still fall for it to this day, I will say is it bugs me out, but it doesn't, because it has to happen. And now I have that understanding that, hey man, bring it on, But to those that receive this, let's just go through this stuff real quick, man. It says, anti-Vanessas have co-opted the pro-choice slogan, "My body, my choice." Does that even make sense? Now they're questioning it. It's just the division because to a lot of people that does make sense. It does make sense, right? Like if y'all can say my body, my choice for something that pushes whatever agenda you wanted to push, how come I can't use that same thing to kind of in the same sense? And they're saying, well, it don't make sense that you're saying that. It's kind of like the small, that we're coming towards the end of this kingdom and this rulership, because the smallest things are starting to confound their doctrine. The smallest things is starting to confound, what they've been saying. Just like this, as you can see right here, anti-Vanessa mandatory protesters demonstrate on August 24, 2021 outside the Ohio State House in Columbus to support the the Vanessa Choice and Anti-Discrimination Act, a bill that will prohibit mandatory Vanessas and Vanessa Sean's status disclosure. So this happened in August, but as you can see, man, we're well further since August, and then much change. You know, I just thought this documentary, this little article, feeds into the enchantment thing. I'm just to beware of the way that this guy moves, the beast and the wicked one, the way that the system moves. Okay, as we can go, you could pause it and read. You know, it's pretty much just saying, they're using that, like, you can't say my body, my choice when it comes to this, because it's different, because you're dealing with the sickness of everybody. You know, when you use it in the abortion thing, it's just you and one person. That doesn't affect nobody. See, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? None of it makes sense. And we do know who's the author of confusion, right? So let's get into some more things that I saw that was interesting. As you can read this, you can pause and read. You know, I take these screenshots. I kind of briefly go over them, but I don't really read too deep, only because, you chew the meat, spit out the bones. But okay, this is going into the Maricron, and mind you, it's always a build up in how they do things, right? They kind of say something, they kind of throw a word out there, right? Then they slowly give the word legs, right? Then they give it eyeballs and a face, right? And then now the thing or the word or the agenda that they're trying to push, now it has legs and is walking on its own, right? So, here we go. We're talking about the Omarion, right? And this is around the beginning. Say we know a lot more about Omarion now, and it's not good news. And that's kind of to make the people to be like, oh man, it's not good news. First of all, we can speculate all day and where Omarion came from. You know what I'm saying? But come on. Come on. We can kind of, and look, I don't have no inside evidence, inside knowledge or anything, but I'm just taking an educated guess. You know what I'm saying? But it's where it came from. It doesn't matter. What we're getting into is just the enchantment process. They warm you up to things. They warm you up to ideas for certain things, right? So here we are. We know a lot more about Omarion now, and it's not good news. It's not good news. Enchantment starts. Okay, we're gonna read a little bit of this. I'm gonna read this tweet at least. It said Omarion is among the most contagious pathogens on the planet, with exceptional rises in cases in UK, SA. We should expect similar surges in US and globally. We need more data on serious disease and how to prevent disease progression. We have good reason to be concerned and to prepare. Okay, now I'm not doubting that the Omarion exists. You know what I'm saying? It could exist, and it could do exactly what these people are saying it does. But my whole thing is the fear that they're trying to push to get you to get off of your square. You might make a decision not to, take a Vanessa or not to move a certain way because of your belief or what you believe in the Most High, or whether it's your personal belief. But more importantly, if you're doing it because it's not spiritually okay for you to do, and I'm speaking to Israel now. And you one of those people who are on the fence about it, but you don't know if you want to take it or you this fear tactic, this fear mongering thing can make a lot of people second guess their decision to stand strong against whatever. So what I'm trying to tell people is, and what this video is mainly about, is just stay strong on your square, man. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to tell you what you should take or anything like that. I'm not here to make any medical suggestions. You know what I'm saying? So, but for those who this message is for, is for you. You will be, if you choose to go your way, and we're gonna get into some scripture, all right? But if you choose to stand on your square, and not fear, the fear mongering, and you know, and not bat an eye, you will be considered a danger. You know what I'm saying? You will be ridiculed against. Just expect that. That's what's gonna come with that. All right. But you know, you can get into this little on look, just here's more fear mongering, right? Bo Biden is set to address the nation Tuesday with a stark warning for unvaccinated people. You know, like it's pretty much borderline threats that they're making. You know, in plain as day, just plain threats. All right, you can pause and read that. Here we go. Look, Biden warns that unvaccinated will experience a winter of severe illness and death. You know, it's almost like a threat, man. So this is the fear mongering and fear tactics. Now, like I said, it's gonna be like, I'm not denying the existence of the Omarion or anything. It could be something. We know it's something, right? But you know, and it may affect some people. But that shouldn't change. You shouldn't give in to the fear, is what I'm saying. Don't make a decision based off fear. You know, they're gonna make you look silly. They're gonna make you look a certain type of way for being against their program. They're gonna do that. That's gonna happen. But like I said, we're gonna get into some scripture to tie it all together. You know, but let's keep going through these articles, man. Y'all can pause and read. I think this is the same thing, but you know, it's a video right here. This, of course, is a screenshot, so we can't get into the video. And I mean, and I just took this and I kind of mixed it up. I usually keep all my videos all my pictures about a certain topic together. But I might have seen this and took a screenshot. But even that, it's like they pushing this joint on you. But look at this. It's madness. It's complete madness. All right. Oh yeah, these are high holy days stuff. All right, and this is right here. Like this guy, the whole anti-Vanessa champion kickboxer dies after contracting little V. Crown Royal. Right. You see the like I said, the enchantment. They made sure to put in almost every article we read, and if you're watching the news and paying attention to you know, social sites and things like that, they make sure to say words like selfish or anti-Vanessa, or they kind of make it a big thing that someone was mocking it, and you know, it's all fear based, man. It's all fear tactics. You know, as you can see here, this guy, you know, here's another thing. It's just so backwards, bro. Fully Vanessa people testing positive for Crown Royal is totally okay, states doctor. That's going to be our new normal, and that's for the people who thinks that trusting any of this is going to bring normalcy back. Things ain't coming back, man, and we kind of don't want it to come back. You know what I'm saying? We want this thing to continue to spiral out of control. You know, but you know, you can read that. Pause and read. All right, and it took us back to the beginning. Okay, but pretty much let's get into some scriptures. Let's get into some scriptures, man. First thing I want to do, I want to get into 1 Peter 3, and we're gonna start at 13. Let's get in 1 Peter 3. We're gonna start at 13, man. And this is what I'm saying. You will, you know, walking this way and standing on your square and protecting your light and living righteous, pretty much. It's going to come. You're going to be an unlikable person in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to come with it. You got to expect that, you know. But let's read this verse. It says 1 Peter 3 and 13. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? But And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. And be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. And let's go down to 15. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks of you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't be afraid of their terror. You know what I'm saying? Neither be troubled. You know, just continue to walk in your righteousness. If you suffer for righteousness' sake, you're going to be happy, bro. At the end of the day, you're going to be happy. You know? Let's go to Psalms 55 and 3 real quick. Psalms 55 and 3. It says, and this is just going and talking about, it's talking about the enemy. You know, it's talking about them people out there that's putting enchantments on people. There's this, these enchantments, this fear mongering. Say, because of the enemy, and this is Psalms 55 and 3, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the impression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. You know what I'm saying? They making loud, wicked threats, man. Wicked threats, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they saying all this stuff. Oh, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be a severe winter, and you know what I'm saying. But like I was saying before, I'm not going. You know, we might experience some things. You know, we're gonna see a lot of things happen that can trick you. That can probably trick the normal person. You know, but like it's always more to what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with these people, it's always more to it. So if we see something as far as like a mass loss of life, you know, I'm willing to bet the house on it that it's never what they say it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, all right, let's go down to 11. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to 10. Psalms 55 and 10. You know, day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. 11. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. And who's the her? It's talking about you know, Babylon, man. It's deceit. Deceit doesn't depart from these streets. The deceit, the lies, and you know, that's talking about the like when I said that you know, there's nothing good can come from these people. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's get Daniel 8 and 25. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And that's the good news right there. He shall be broken for all this. You know what I'm saying? But it says, you know, and by peace shall destroy many. He's going to destroy many, claiming that it's going to help. It's claiming peace, claiming that it's helping people. It's going to destroy many, man. You know, you got to stay in these scriptures, man. Like, you know, we got to get back to these scriptures. All of us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the answers is here. The keys is here. The life is here. The bread is here. You know, ain't nothing in this world carnally going to save you. It's all temporary. You know what I'm saying? The help going to come from the Most High. Of course, it's all up to him. What happens to everybody, each and one of us, me, you, whoever's listening, it's up to him what happens. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to stay in favor. And if you consider yourself Israel, you know, you got big shoes to fill, man. If you already know that that's what you are, then you got to move a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That goes for all of us, you know? But I guess we can get two more. Let's get Psalms 94 and 4. It says, how long shall they speak? How How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? You know what I'm saying? Let's get 38 and 12. Like, how long they going? Like come on now. Like, how long they going to speak these things and utter these words and say this mess and confuse the people and try to get over people and you know what I mean? How long they going to do that? 38 and 12. And I think we can end it. We can close it on this one. They say they also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all day long. So in other words, yo, you're gonna if you're trying to follow Yahweh Shah and live righteous and live upright, you know what I'm saying? The enemy will seek you and try to hurt you. You gotta remember, the devil is like a roaring lion looking to see who he can devour. You know what I'm saying? If you're standing upright and trying your best and the best of your abilities to keep the commandments and do the things needed as commanded of us, and you know, and following the laws and you know what I'm saying, and standing in the word and repenting and you know, reading, fasting. If you're doing all these things, man, and you're starting to transform into that new man, you know, the devil just ain't gonna get off you. If anything, he probably put more pressure on you, you know. So just stand upright, man. Don't get enchanted. You know, stand on your square, be strong. You know, that's why you gotta stay in his word. It's gonna keep you strong. And like I said, just a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor or anything. I'm not offering no medical advice or anything. I ain't telling nobody what to do, you know. People got their own reasons for getting it and not getting it. You know what I'm saying? But for those that receive this message, and for those that that this message is for, I pray that you were edified, Lord willing. Till next time, Shalom.